a keynote address by Dimla Bertrand Sema on the launch of The Judge's Dilemma by Ndimancho Nyowikeh today, the 30th of September 2024. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests and champions of justice, it is my great honor to be before you today as we celebrate the launch of The Judge's Dilemma, a profound work by none other than Ndimancho Nyowikeh. This book is not just a story, it is a reflection of our society, a testament to the struggles we face in upholding the rule of law, and a call to action for the fair and consistent application of justice. At its core, The Judge's Dilemma is a Bildungsroman, tracing the life of Walter Cletus from childhood to adolescence. This young man's journey is marked by challenges, unequivocal love, betrayal, heartbreak, educational obstacles, and a fight for equality. His story is not merely personal, it represents the universal human quest for enlightenment in the face of adversity. Cletus's trials and triumphs are a reflection of the broader fight against corruption, injustice, and societal failings. He is more than a protagonist. He is a symbol of resilience, determination, and the undying pursuit of success. In many ways, the title could well have been The Story of Walter Cletus, for he embodies the struggle that so many encounter as they confront the barriers to justice and progress. The vision articulated in The Judge's Dilemma, and one which I too passionately share, is of a society where the rule of law is applied stricto sensu. This is a society where justice is administered impartially, without fear or favor, and where no person is above the law. We must return to the principle that dura lex sed lex. The law may be harsh, but it is the law. In this world, judges should not find themselves trapped in dilemmas or confused about the application of justice. Too often, we see instances where the law is twisted by those in power, where bribery and corruption cloud judgment. But as this book so powerfully advocates, the law must remain clear and unyielding. When bribery attempts to block the path to justice, the law must be applied. When corruption creeps into the corridors of power, the law must stand firm. When individuals, no matter their status, are caught in wrongdoing, the law should never hesitate. The judiciary, as a Judge's Dilemma emphasizes, should never be a space of uncertainty or moral confusion. It must be a space of clarity, conviction, and fairness. Ndimancho Nyowikeh's narrative also sheds light on the societal expectations and prejudices that women face, echoing Shakespeare's sentiment in Hamlet. Frailty, thy name is woman. Their struggles remind us that justice and equality are not just abstract ideals, but living realities that must be fought for. A just society does not only rely on its judges, but also on its legislators. In The Judge's Dilemma, we see the importance of considering the impact of legislation on governance. Laws are not just created for the sake of lawmaking. They must serve the people, the state, and the larger good. Before enacting any statute, legislators must carefully weigh how it will affect the governed. This vision of a state ruled by law is the guiding principle of this work. It calls for a society where the rule of law prevails over the whims of the powerful, where justice is the cornerstone of governance, and where the dignity of the individual is upheld in every legal decision. The Judge's Dilemma by Ndimancho Nyowikeh is not simply a book to be read and set aside. It is a work that demands reflection. It challenges us to examine our judicial systems, our laws, and the way in which we apply justice. Through this story, we are reminded that the rule of law must remain sacrosanct. that judges must be unwavering in their decisions, and that no individual or entity should ever be above the law. My vision, and indeed Ndimancho's, is for a society where the rule of law reigns supreme, where fairness, transparency, and equality are not mere ideals but realities. As we launch this powerful narrative today, let us take its lessons to heart. Let us strive to create a society where justice is not an aspiration but a living truth. It is with great pride that we celebrate the launch of the Judge's Dilemma. I urge each of you to see this book as more than a story. It is a vision of what our society could be, if only we adhere to the principles of justice, fairness, and the rule of law. Together, let us work towards building a world where the law is the ultimate guide, where the scales of justice remain balanced, and where each individual is treated with dignity under the law. Thank you for your attention, and congratulations to Ndimancho Nyowikeh for this monumental contribution to the fight for justice.